Welcome to my first episode of What Am I Teaching Today in my Spanish 1 class. Let's go. So every single day we go over the goals and the objectives, and the goals are more of like the general goals for the chapters, and the objectives down here are what are we learning today and how are we going to measure them and make sure we learn them. Next thing we do is a repaso. So this is kind of like a quick review or a warm-up of previous learned knowledge, or maybe you don't even know it and I just want to see how well you do. This is a quick look at a quick game, a quick drill, nothing too fancy here. I have all of these hyperlinks so the kids can go and click on them when I post them on Google Classroom or for their homework. After we do this, we do a quick vibe check. I'm going to check your vibe, your Spanish vibe. This should be a quick check to see how much they already know from the lesson I'm about to give or from a previously learned lesson, which most of the times it's from a previously learned lesson. So it's kind of like checking, did you study? Then it's time for the lesson. I introduced the lesson by showing a quick little video, nothing too long, something that's already from our platform that we already use, or some really cool video that I find on YouTube. And again, it's linked right here so the kids know to just click the image. And then after that, I assess them. I say, okay, how did you feel about this lesson? Do you think you can handle this? Or are you kind of in the middle? Or you're like, absolutely lost, no way. I have them rate themselves here at the bottom. Then our favorite part, notes, 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 and notes. Now, my notes are very visual, very dynamic. I am very visual and very dynamic. I like my notes to be clean cut and to the point, remove all the fluff. I just want linear vision right now. And then later as the lesson progresses throughout the days, I like to add more to it and make it a little bit más difícil. Then we have the práctica. So I have a set of sample questions, answers, and we go over them together and talk about why. We pick friends. We pick somebody who's confident in saying it and repeating it. If nobody is, then I'm willing to go as tribute. I do leave this all up for them so they can study, they can review it. And now with AI, you can just make different versions for different classes. It's beautiful. For this particular lesson, I had a little extra time, so we did part 2 of our family tree. So since we're learning ER and IR verbs, I said, okay, describe some of your family members, use the descriptive adjectives that we learned in last class, but also add some of these verbs that we learned today and tell me what they like to do or what they do or where they live. And if you don't want to put any of your family's information, that is okay. You can put my family's information. You can make up a family member. It doesn't even have to be true, just as long as they're using the stuff they learned, okay? Kind of like a recipe. Here's all the ingredients. Let me just see what you can produce off of this. A lot of the times we won't finish this in class, so we'll either save it for another day or assign it as homework or as a mini project. You can get as extensive, is that how you say it, as you want with these little activities. I just like to go quick. We're going to use it in the next class for kind of like a little speed dating activity where they talk about it. So it'll go kind of like this. ¿Dónde vive tu hermano? Mi hermano vive en California. ¿Y dónde vive tu hermana? Mi hermana vive en Reno, Nevada. Ooh, shout out to Reno. We do a lot of learning. So I do like to take some little brain breaks. I show them little cultural videos. My favorite ones are this one, La Abuelita. Her channel, YouTube channel is called De Mi Rancho a Tu Cocina. It's just authentic Mexican cooking from where I'm from, Michoacan. And I grew up with a lot of these meals, but you can incorporate any type of culture in this little brain break part. Sometimes we play these loterias, and yes, I made these loterias. They're linked in my TPT, so if you want to go buy one, they're really cheap actually. And these loterias are all about the vocabulary that I'm incorporating in this lesson. So double win there. We have fun and we learn. Yay! One of the very last things I do is an exit slip. Sometimes this is very informal. I just shout it out. They shout it back. Sometimes we call on friends. Sometimes we write it down. It just depends on how much time we have. And most of the times we have no time. So these can be very informal. And my very last slide is La tarea. So in this very last slide, I have trained my students to say, hey, if you ever miss a day, just go to the very last slide and your homework is right there. I'm always willing to share anything I create and do. So it's not the best, but it is editable. So go ahead and download this lesson for free. It's in my TPT store. And if you're interested, here's my loteria also. Okay, I'll catch you in the next time and show you what I'm teaching next time with the next part of this lesson. Gotta go. Love you. Bye.